Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to take you guys on this routine that will help relieve any tension or stress in your lower body. If you have any tension or stress, it mostly happens in your mind and in your upper body, which is why when you try to push down those instead of releasing, it all gets pushed down to our lower body, making our legs, our lower belly, our pelvis, our hips, our calves to feel heavy and puffy. So this routine is going to help release any of those tensions with yoga and Pilates inspired movements and breathing techniques. I do want to talk about this ring. This ring is from GrooveLife, and I specifically ordered this white ring. It's kind of squishy, so it's not like a hard metal ring. GrooveLife rings help to protect your jewelry from getting any scratches if you are going to the gym, or if you are doing hiking, doing some physical activities, you're just an active person. It's always great to have this protection or that extra layer on your jewelry so that you don't get anything on. I'm someone who loves my daily jewelry. I love my daily, rings, and this is just a great way to accessorize and staying protected. If you guys want to check this out, I will have the links or codes that you guys can check out in the description box below. If you are excited about this routine, don't forget to give this video a like, and let's just get right into it. Now, our first movement, we are going to stay on our backs in a supine position. First, I'm going to bring our knees to your chest, and I want you to give me a big breath in through your nose and breath out through your mouth. When you breathe out, I want you to open your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Now I want you to alternate your leg. Just bring one knee to your chest, and again breathe in through your nose and breathe out. Other knee, breathe in and breathe out. This breathing is incredibly important to release all of those toxins and tensions inside your body, which leaves as carbon dioxide. Now I want you to tie both your legs to the sky, with your toes pointing towards the sky, and then I want you to just start shaking your legs. Shake, shake, shake. This is to help really awaken your body cells and giving that sign to your mind and your brain that we're going to have movement. This awakens our nervous system and really just have that mind-muscle connection to get started on movement. Really releasing all of those tensions away. Now when you're done, I want you to put both your feet on the floor and really stabilize your feet with your pinky toe and your front toe and your heels to stabilize like a tripod. And in this movement, I want you to articulate your hips up, one spine at a time, then lower your spine first, and then your bum at the very end. Now, this is going to be your neutral starting position, which follows that natural curvature of your lower back. Again, you're going to imprint to get rid of that curvature by lifting our pelvis, and then lifting our bum first, then articulating your spine vertebra at a time. I want you to breathe in and breathe out as you articulate your spine back down, then your bum coming last. And back into that neutral starting position. One more time. Imprint your spine, then lift your bum up, articulating your spine as you inhale. Then exhale as you articulate your spine back down and your bum coming last. Then neutral spine. Great. Now I want you to get into a crow position, which is your chest and your stomach on the floor. Now in this position, I want you to bring your leg and your knee to the side in alignment with your hip. If you can, bring both your leg to the side like a frog position. Now this is going to require a lot of releasing of the tension in your pelvis. So if you're someone who sits at a desk all day or standing all day, this is going to hurt. But that just means you need to do it more. So I want you to really release and open up your pelvis, open up your pelvic floor, and just get rid of any of the tension in your inner thighs, which always stay closed in. You really want to open that up. Open it up and stretch it all out. Now, if you have the flexibility, you can even lay down like this and stay in this position for a few seconds. But if you don't have the flexibility, that is okay. You can always get to that level another day, and you can stabilize your upper body with your elbows like a plank position. Now, once that is done, I want you to have both your legs coming together. Get into your knees, your hip distance apart. Then push your back all the way down to your feet, creating that shell stretch. This is going to help release all the tension in your lower back and also your hip flexors. And you're just going to breathe in here through your nose, then breathe out through your mouth. Again, breathe in so that you feel your diaphragm, you feel your rib cage open from the back. Then breathe out. Wonderful. Now, I want you to get into a seated position, into a low squat. Now, this position might not be so easy, especially if you're someone who sits at a desk all day, or you're just not a very flexible person, and that is okay. We're just going to open up our pelvic floor again and really open up our knees using our elbows. Now, if you can have your hands in a prayer position. If you can't and you need to really find that balance, you can use your hands to stabilize yourself as well. But again, you're just going to push your knees with your elbows and really open it up. I'm going to get into a prayer hand position. This is a wonderful, wonderful position. If you're someone who has digestive issues, this helps to really flush all of that out. And some people might even notice, their gas being released, and that is okay. Don't feel embarrassed. Just stay in this position, and again, we're going to breathe in through our nose, then breathe out, open mouth. Breathe in through your nose, then breathe out. Really open up your chest. Your sternum is facing the ceiling as you're doing this movement. And really imagine your pelvic floor in alignment with your hip bone. And your back is not curved like this. You want to open up your chest and create a straighter back. Now, in this position, I just want you to lengthen your one leg to the side. Now, for some people, even this position may be difficult. This is called the Skandasana in yoga. And it really is, again, stretching your leg and all of the tension that was held and pushed in to your pelvis. You're just going to open it up and stay in this position. If you can't, have your hands in prayer. If you can't, have them on the floor. Then we're going to do calf stretch. I want you to point your toe, really extend your toe outwards, away from you. Then flex your toe, bring your toe inside. You're gonna feel your other foot being very flexed. But for some people, this is a very painful position because your flexors are just not as flexible. But if you can, continue that point and flex to really stretch out the calves. It's gonna help you get beautiful knee calves. Now, in in this same position, I just want you to twist your upper body towards your bended knee and get into that pigeon pose. So you're just going to square down into a pelvis stable. And in this position, you are just going to come all the way down to the floor, releasing any tension in your upper body. Now, for a lot of people, this position is very painful because, again, your hip flexors, your pelvis, it's just not used to being in this open position. But if you are trying to fight the tension, it's going to hurt more. So I want you to just take it in. Don't resist the tension. Just let life flow into you. And breathe in here again through your nose. Then breathe out through your mouth. Again, breathe in. On your next exhale, I want you to really just dig deeper into that stretch. If you want, you can even have your head just put down on your hands and really just feel the stretch. Feel it. Really focus on that area where it hurts the most. Wonderful. Now, in this position, I want you to get back into that Skandasana pose. Use your hands to pull yourself back up. And then we're just going to use the same position, but to lengthen our other leg. Again, if you have your hands in prayer, really push your knees with your shoulder and your elbows. And again, we're just gonna flex our toe towards you, then point your toe away from you. To really stretch out the calves, the inner thighs, just like that. Wonderful. Now, we're just going to rotate this time towards the other way around, towards your bended knee, and then square your leg and your pelvis into that stable position, getting back into that pigeon pose. Again, I want you to just come all the way down. Don't fight or resist the pain. Just accept it and really imagine that part where it hurts the most. And when you focus on that part that hurts the most, instead of resisting the pain, just take in it. Again, breathe in through your nose here, then breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose here. On your next exhale, really stretch even more. Wonderful. I want you to just stay in this position just a few more seconds. If you can, make your pelvis even more square to the floor. And that is it. Now for this last 1 minute, I want you to get back onto your supine position, your back to the floor. And for this last minute, you can do whatever you want that is going to help release any leftover tension in your lower body. For me, I'm just going to shake out all of that tension again. Really just shaking it all off. Now for some people, you may even want to do the frog position, because this position feels great, especially for the inner thighs and our hip flexors. For some people, they might want to do this. They want to point and flex their toe to really stretch their calves even more. Great little circles. Getting back into our first position with our chest to our knees. Breathe in here. Then last exhale with your mouth. Wonderful. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's routine. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more. Now, if you're someone who have literally tried everything, and I mean everything, 2-hour workouts, cardios, eating healthy, but your legs are still not looking lean and sculpted and toned, I have been there, which is why I created the Slim Leg Collective. The pre-order applications will open on July 25th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't want you to miss it out because this is going to be a solely first come first serve basis. Whoever applies in there faster will have the opportunity to purchase the collective. In that collective, I'm going to use all of my expertise, my 5 years of teaching on YouTube, and also my Pilates certification to really get you those legs that you all deserve. Don't forget to check out GrooveLife to protect your jewelry from the gym, getting any scratches while you're doing your physical activities or exercises. All of the information and details are going to be in my description box and my comments, so definitely check those out. And I'll see you guys in my next.